especially because it's very oversized, but this is a thing that I'm seeing a lot of people do. It's Sarah here. For today's video, we are going to be going through my top 10 fall 2019 fashion trends that I am loving. I've pulled a few pieces here to show you guys what I've been loving for fall, what I plan to be wearing, just the things that I've been seeing in store, online, on Instagram, and all of that fun stuff. All of the trends that I was looking for were taken from real life, so people actually posting these trends, wearing these trends, or it actually showing up in store as opposed to just looking at what was on the runway. Because to me, that's trendier. You know, what they put on the runway is great and all, but what people actually latch onto and wear out in real life is a lot more practical. So since we are getting deep into fall, I thought that now would be a great time to show you guys what I'll be wearing for the season. As always, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe if you are new here, and make sure to turn your notifications on. I'd love to have you join my little family here on YouTube, and also follow me on social media. Both my Instagram and Twitter are linked down below in the description bar, but for right now, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first trend that I have been loving for fall is what they're calling Moody Florals. So, you know, florals are always really big in spring, but I think the fact that they're big right now in fall is really fun and fresh, and it's a little bit of a different take on florals than what you do in the springtime. The florals that we're seeing right now are more against a dark background, like a gray or a deep red or a deep green or something like that. This dress is from Pretty Little Thing, and I think it definitely suits that trend, but we are seeing this print a lot in dresses, in tops. I've seen a few skirts that are doing this moody floral trend, so I would probably say this is definitely one of the really big ones for this season. This is the one that you guys are going to be seeing everywhere that you go to shop or on Instagram and stuff. Pretty much everybody is rocking this trend in some shape or form. The next trend that I'm noticing for fall is cutout sweaters. This is especially something that I have been noticing a lot online when I'm shopping online. I'm seeing a lot of sweaters with cutouts like this Forever 21 sweater, where it's just like off to one side on the neckline. I've been seeing some with full shoulder cutouts on both sides. A lot of times this trend is paired with a turtleneck style, which I think is really great because turtlenecks can be kind of stuffy. So putting that cutout in it is a really great way to give it a little bit more skin and just make it feel a little bit more edgy and almost casual in a way. But I love a good edgy style, so I'm really feeling this one for fall. I definitely want to get more pieces than just this one sweater in it. The only problem for me is that, like, truthfully, a lot of the sweaters that are doing it are turtlenecks, and for me, turtlenecks are really tough to wear because I don't have the longest neck and I'm already short, so it can make me look really like stumpy. So for me, I usually need to go for something that's like a mock turtleneck, so it's a little bit shorter. So I've just been really shopping around for a piece like that, but I really love that this one was just a regular sweater neckline so that I could wear this trend. Okay, the next trend that we are noticing for fall is mixing girly and edgy slash boyish pieces together. So for this one, I am mixing this slip dress. It's super girly, it's got lace, it's this really pretty blue delicate color with this Princess Polly jacket. This is the Huxley jacket, which is kind of like a denim jacket, but all leather, well, faux leather, and it's just like a really edgy, like I said, kind of boyish style, especially because it's very oversized. But this is a thing that I'm seeing a lot of people do. They like to mix a very feminine piece with something super masculine. I've been seeing a lot of silk skirts with things like combat boots and stuff like that. Again, a lot of girly dresses with leather, or, you know, with very masculine boots or something like that, and I really love this trend. This is actually a type of style that I wear regardless of the fact that this is trending for fall. I love to mix feminine and masculine pieces, so I'm totally here for this being big for fall. The next trend is like this season's hot color, and it is pistachio. So I am looking to get more pistachio pieces. Right now this is the only one I have, but I love it because it's super comfy. This is literally the softest sweater I've ever felt in my life. But I will admit pistachio is a little bit hard to shop for because, you know, it can easily go into olive, or it can easily go into lime or mint and stuff like that. So it's a little bit tough to pinpoint, but basically you're just looking for like a good mid-tone green. This one is a touch more muted, so there are variations on it, but it is a color that we are seeing everywhere and something that I'm definitely looking to get my hands on more. The next trend that I am seeing for fall is square necklines. You know, the 90s have been really, really big in the last year or so, and it's definitely translating into fall fashions with necklines like this. I've been seeing this a lot on a lot of sweaters. I actually have another sweater in this collection that has a square neckline as well. Obviously in bodysuits and a lot of long sleeve tops. So this is definitely something that we're gonna be seeing a lot, and I'm actually really glad about it. It's something different from your regular V-neck or crew neck sweaters. So it's kind of a fun way to change things up from what we've been seeing in past fall seasons with other long sleeve tops and sweaters. Okay, and then this next trend is a whole vibe. But basically, even though I just said, you know, the 90s are big, you know, we are still feeling very nostalgic. So other decades are starting to make their comebacks as well. And the one that I'm seeing a lot for fall is the 70s trend. I'm seeing a lot of like 70s inspired wear, a lot of 70s touches. You know, bell bottoms are in right now. And then I saw Delaney Childs wearing this jacket from Forever 21, and this just felt so 70s to me. First off, the color scheme on this, and then just the way that it's patterned, it feels super 70s. I love the fur on this one, and then also this like circular zipper is a very 70s touch. So this is a piece that once you pair it with a pair of bell bottoms, or you know, just a pair of jeans with a slight flare, if you're not into an actual full-on bell bottom, and then maybe a pair of white booties or something like that, it definitely has that 70s vibe, but is still very modern and trendy for this day and age. Okay, and then next is all about the sleeves. This year we're seeing a lot of volume in sleeves, like so much volume, whether it's up here with the puff sleeve or something like this where the volume is a little bit lower down, or just like a very big overly voluminous sleeve. A lot of sweaters and long sleeve tops again are doing this trend, and I think that it's so fun to concentrate on the sleeves for once. And again, on this particular sweater from Forever 21, we're seeing the square neckline, but like I said, I think the big sleeves is definitely something super fun. You know, in the summertime, a lot of those like really puffy sleeves that were maybe kind of a cap sleeve or short sleeve type of a length was really in, so it doesn't surprise me that it's translating into the longer sleeves. But I almost like this better with long sleeves just because there's so many more ways to play around with it. Like I said, you can do a puff sleeve and have all the volume at the top. You can do it down at the bottom. There's just a ton of different variations to put that volume into a longer sleeve and really give us a lot of unique styles to play with. Okay, and then the next trend for fall is leather. And leather is usually in for fall, but we are definitely seeing a lot of leather on leather outfits, like doing something like this with this jacket and pairing it with this leather skirt. I love leather in the fall. It's actually what I look forward to the most, is being able to break out my leather jackets once fall weather hits, which is taking forever where I live. If you follow me on Instagram, I know you're sick of hearing me complain about it. But this is definitely a very fall trend, and I am all here for it. Give me a leather jacket any day and I am the happiest girl ever. So I'm definitely on board to be doing the whole leather on leather trend as soon as the weather permits. Okay, and then lastly, we have just a couple of shoe trends that I did want to share with you guys. The first shoe trend that I have been noticing is Croc Embossing. I have been seeing a ton of different boots and booties. You know, animal print has been so big for this year, so it definitely doesn't surprise me that it's translating into our fall shoes as well. But I definitely think that this route with the actual embossed croc material is a super sophisticated way to move that trend into fall. And even if you get one of these like crocodile embossed pieces, it's still a very classic style, so it's definitely a trend that you're still going to be able to wear for years and years. And the last trend that we have for fall is square toes. And yes, you guys are seeing the crocodile embossing again. Like I said, it is everywhere. But for this particular pair, I did want to point out these square toes. Like I had said with the square necklines, the 90s are in. The 90s were very much about squares. So we're seeing that a lot again going into fall. So I'm noticing a ton of boots and booties coming out that have the squared off toe. I like that it's something different from what we've been seeing in the more recent years, where it's usually a rounded off toe or a pointed toe. This is just another option to be able to play with your wardrobe a little bit more and have a little bit of fun with your fall fashions. All right, you guys, but that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed going through the fall trends that I'm loving. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what trend you guys are loving for fall this year. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.